Last time on We'll Save. Our group was assailed by an unidentified biological experiment. Nico, badly beaten up, continues to fight, and the group seems to be put on the back foot until they make the discovery of the creature's weakness to different types of attacks. This is when Here's revealed a trick up his sleeve. Utilizing his Electrovore, he was finally able to put this foe down. A search of the room yields the discovery of a transmutating weapon. However, the group is not out of danger yet, as they discover in the next room strange symbols, a computer console, and a strange creature controlling it all. What have our heroes stumbled into now? Find out this time on We'll Save.
Hi, my name is
music.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
the music's good. How dare you?
My
How
bad.
dare
I
you?
ruined your opening.
How dare you? Here is my opener. I'll start again.
Let's do it.
Hi, your vehicle's factory warranty has expired. I've been trying to reach you concerning the extended warranty. This is your final courtesy notice before I close out your file. Can I get your information?
Boop, beep, beep, boop, boop. Beep, 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 beep.
Have I told you guys? Have you guys
I
talked
am not
about?
a murder bot, but I will murder you.
Sir, I have your name here as Rick Murderbot19.
No,
Is that
no, Incorrect middle name.
you? Is that who I'm speaking with?
My name is Rick, not a murder bot 19.
Not a murder bot.
And I'm not interested in extended warranties. Goodbye.
You need an extended warranty
Rick,
on
not
Rick.
a Murderbot19?
You
what?
need the extended warranty on Rick.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I'm calling
Yeah.
about Rick because I feel like something's
Bought
going to
a
happen.
lifetime warranty. Long time ago.
I mean, he's having some issues, so maybe you should go for that extended warranty.
He is having some issues. Welcome to episode 35, everybody.
Ba-ba-ba-bow.
There it is. I was waiting for that excitement to come through.
Guess the rains are down in Africa today.
Oh, yeah. This is fantastic.
The rain's down and out.
Classic Will Save intro where we start and then we say some other stuff and then we finally get on a topic.
Are we on
But
the topic now?
Wait, is that...
We haven't gotten on to the third
No,
phase.
we are
That's
still
third
on.
phase Will Save intro.
So
I
it's the
we can go
bulk
back
phase.
Yeah.
to the recording stuff. Like the robocalls, the ones that like they're robots that are like programmed to respond to you. Those are the ones that I hate the most. When they're like, "Hi, blah blah," and you're like, "No, thank you," and they're like, "Oh, I understand that, but," and it's like, "Wait, you're a robot talking to me. Like, I know you're a robot," and they're like, "No, sir, I'm not a robot." It's like, "I know you're a robot," and I finally figured out like the proper way to figure out whether they're a robot. If you ask them questions that they can't answer, like, can
Like
you
what?
tell me today's date? Most robots don't know that.
If
Interesting.
you ask them for like their hobbies, do they answer with something?
I've
hobbies?
never got
What
that
is-
route.
What is the price of eggs?
What do you do in your free time, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, I play basketball
I like to knit.
and soccer.
I totally dunk on
Yeah,
everyone.
I'm so badass.
But I'm working on my verb.
We should play sometime.
Nick, you're the sales guy. Do you have any automated sales call systems?
No, I don't do. I have to do in-person cold calling, so everything I do is in person, unless I'm the walking bot. But
Sounds like you need to automate yourself.
Let's just clone
do.
Nick.
no, nothing automated. I am in the process of building some automated emails, but no automated.
Will they reply back
Direct
to you?
marketing
Like
automation.
if the email replies back and says like, "I think you're a robot," that you'll have an automatic reply saying, "No, sir, I'm not."
You can do that.
Oh
yeah.
no. But yeah,
Yes.
you could.
Yeah, Kelly's gonna help.
Yeah,
set
I
that
feel like
up
we
for
should
you.
set up an AI.
I actually-
like Will and Kelly should set up some AI.
I've built
do that.
I've built email marketing automation software. I'll set up your like little Nick automation, Nick robot
Nickimation.
thing. I've also made a bot.
that
We
would
need
be
to
funny.
we need to
Nick
extend
19.
Barnabas.
Is Barnabas
do.
the name of? Oh, that's right.
Barnabas is.
Oh.
Do you want to explain
Wait,
who
we
Barnabas is, Will?
We'll introduce Barnabas to the world at a later date.
We should totally we should totally make a bot
The
for
world's not
Orion
ready for
Industries for
The
Discord.
world's not. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry, say again,
Well,
Nick.
We
Yeah.
should
What?
totally do a bot for Discord for called Orion Industries.
We should do that.
We could.
Yeah.
It's just
we
it's just the secretary for Orion
Yeah.
Industries.
I have a question though. Let's just jump on a separate topic for about 5 minutes. Today I went to a Foster's Freeze. Raise your hand if you've been to a Foster's Freeze. Just me. All right. Oh, Will. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that. I feel like
I don't
it's the
know.
California version of Dairy Queen.
wait.
Oh, Kelly too.
I have
Yeah.
been actually.
Yeah, I usually
Foster's?
hit them on the
Yeah.
road.
Is that the ice cream face?
Yeah, it's like the ice cream
Yeah.
cone is their thing.
Person.
That was delicious. Just gonna throw that out there.
What unpopular opinions? I don't like ice cream.
Okay, you're a murder bot.
Yeah, that's it. There's,
That's a Turing
that was the
test right
final
there.
straw to figure out
Yeah.
whether you were a murder bot. That's the
I feel
Turing test. Is that
Not even
Robots
like you
don't
don't
like
have
ice
any
cream.
particular flavor that's kind of acceptable for you.
I mean, like, I will eat ice cream on occasion, but like, if I had the choice, I wouldn't order it. I'd
Kevin,
prefer
what's today's
chocolate chip cookies. Today's date is. I have to look that up. That's not fair. It's the
Yeah,
20th,
Kev.
28th.
Yeah,
August
see?
28th.
Kevin is anti-ice cream.
you guys ready to play? You guys ready to jump in? I feel like
Yep.
we're just stalling to jump in. Let's just jump in and make the use of our time here. Our time. I thought about this the other week. I was like, hang on. This is important. Have you guys been keeping track of ammo?
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yep.
Not
Yes,
really a
ish.
concern for me.
I'm almost low.
Almost low. Okay.
I'm confused on where I'm at because I had a problem with Hero Lab where I tried to like add a battery and then it added like too many batteries and then I tried to delete them so I don't exactly know how many batteries I had, but I know it was like plenty because we ran into like we picked up like
Yeah,
8
we picked up
batteries
a
or
bunch
something.
of extra stuff.
So
That's true.
Rick's fine because that's all. Every weapon he has right now uses batteries. So
I have like magical energy as my ammunition, and it's doing all right.
it's always low.
Oh, in terms of how many spells you've cast?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Nico, what about you?
I've gone through one battery pack, but seeing as though we found a bunch of them, I'm literally at the same as where I started the beginning of the mission, or the beginning of
Is
our
it really
story.
the case that for all the energy weapons you just have the same battery?
That's what I
Yeah.
think. So yeah.
I would know because my characters don't last very long, so I can't. I don't really burn through one battery.
Please
pack very long,
correct
so-
us if we're wrong about that. But I'm pretty sure there's just some issues about like certain types of batteries. But we haven't run across any of those where like the
I'm sure there's
I don't
some like that require some special energy or whatever.
Yeah, probably. Well, it's important to keep track because just saying, as I'm like, as we're starting to really sink our teeth into book 2, which I feel like we have now officially taken.
Taken.
That's a new word.
Taken.
Tooken. Now that we've taken the chomp out of book 2, you guys are starting to chew it. I don't know how far I want to go with this analogy,
Like chomp.
but
Oh.
now that you've chomped into book 2,
took in the chunk.
Wow,
Taken the
you
chance.
are just
Now that-
butchering this, John.
you know what? Some would say I'm nailing
too
it.
much time talking about this.
Maybe Huel would say that.
Maybe Hugh would say that. Look, this is
Well, you took in the chomp.
well, you're cooking the chomp.
That's amazing.
That's a chomp eating avocado. Look, this is a dangerous place. I'm just going to reiterate that in general to all of you.
The
Keep
Huell
that-
Hausner jokes,
Strange
or
place.
The Huell-Hauser jokes. We're in dangerous territory on this podcast.
Yeah.
No, where you are, these rooms that you've been in, and what
This
comes
is
next.
Strange. This is a strange place.
You are not wrong.
that's
Huell.
the best. That's the best. It's so appropriate for this.
It's so appropriate.
That's a gray eating an avocado.
It's like
Yeah.
avocado
But maybe
eating
later.
gray.
But maybe later. So last episode, you all emerged victorious from a fight with some sort of half-formed
Interdimensional
experimental,
troll.
almost lethal troll creature called a troll polyp, created in part, as you found out, to make severed troll limbs transform into more trolls. Not quite successful, so instead it's this gooey substance type creature that almost kills Nico. And then you all discover something else that is shape changing, amorphous. This time the weapon called the Living Transmutation Matrix. So as you handle it, it appears to resemble a vapor cavitation pistol, and then it quickly transforms into a knife as you're holding it, and then transforms back into a pistol. The spoils of your fight with the troll polyp. You also discover some more amorphous blobs, non-living now, however, that are in these wrecked large test tubes. Two of them, totally not sure what they are. One of them has the face of the shock broadcaster, Crush Casbah. Odd. You all leave.
Is Crush Casbah still alive?
As far as you know. So you leave. Oh, yeah.
Nothing. I was just gonna make a comment about Crush Casbah.
Please.
Stop listening to him some time ago. That it wasn't a joke. It's just like a matter of fact that Hears doesn't listen to him anymore. He finds him kind of obnoxious.
After he left the free captains, he was like, no more.
Yeah, he was very popular among free captains.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Naturally. I would expect nothing less. So you head next door, cautiously open the door, and you see a whirlwind of activity. 6 bright red lights throughout the room, clearly beaming information in large, swirling cylinders. It's like projecting this information. I'm moving you guys over to the map. And in the cylinders, turning slowly, are numbers, calculations, arrays, data structures, moving, swapping places. And you all just can't help but feel enamored with all this that is going on. This is probably the most activity that you've seen in one room. The rest of these rooms are all nearly destroyed, if not totally destroyed. Debris everywhere. The room is crumbling. So in this one place where there's a lot going on, of course, you see that in the center of the room, there is a podium, a circular podium. And there are these screens. Think of like Minority Report, where these projected holographic screens would come up, slide over, expand. And they're surrounding some sort of small figure that's standing there. You can't quite see because the screens are moving each time you try and look. Also, you're still drawn to the red light. There's one directly in front of you. The room, probably 60 by 20 feet. And you guys are on the long end. There's a door right in front of you. And you see to the very far across the room, you can see past the streaming information and red light, looks like there's another sort of a double airlock door across the way. This is all happening. The door has opened. And what do you guys do?
So you said there was a creature controlling the screen.
A small figure standing in the center of the podium.
Can I do a perception
and
check?
You can't quite make out. Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum,
Bum, bum, bum, bum.
bum. Ooh, 13 on the die for a perception. 19 for perception.
19. I would say that you're trying to get perception on what?
That creature thingy? Can I get like a...
Likely, judging from the height, when certain screens move, you can kind of see, look through. You're like, I think that's a gray.
Rick opens fire. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. But
I don't even have my gun
the
out.
creature does not... The creature does not, like, nothing has changed. The creature is apparently still looking at the screens, interpreting what's going on. Data's still moving all across the
So
room.
Rick is gonna glance back at the others and then just like point to his eyes and then point in.
Do you want to try to
and-
be diplomatic?
Well, Rick, are you saying that out loud?
Whispering to you guys.
I think so.
I will try to sneak in and take point.
Fair enough. Then I can. Should I go in after, or should we go in after, or how do we?
If you'd like to take the diplomatic approach, I would suggest approaching out the door.
Nico conspicuously just kind of goes behind Rick 19 here and just kind of is crouching down. He's not saying anything, but he's
Stealth is not my forte.
Mine neither. Rick kind of smiles at you.
Slime.
but-
is,
So yours
Slime
is?
is the
no, not mine.
Oh, slime is. So while that conversation is
culture to your
happening,
culture, sir.
Rick swaps out his great axe for his artillery laser, and he is going to trip and fall into the room.
Were you rolling a stealth check?
Yep, and I got a 2 with a -1.
I know exactly what happens. You step in, and I'm gonna need you to roll a will save.
Oh, will save.
Will save. We're gonna break
I've
the
never
ice. with this
seen a
alien.
dog eat avocados before.
You see a dog in the corner eating avocados.
Should we
What a
just refer to
strange
will
place.
saves as avocado saves?
Avocado saves?
One question though is
Yep.
this a mind affecting, whatever spell?
Mind affecting.
Because I'm constructed, so I get a +2 to saves against disease, mind affecting, poison, and sleep.
I don't think it's mind affecting. I don't think it is. I'll tell you what happens. As you walk in, you think that you are ready to go. You feel like stealth is on your side. Clearly, this creature has not noticed the door opening. But as you step in, something about suddenly being inside the same room where all this information is swirling around overloads your retinal senses, and it feels like you are just like getting over flooded with information. So this is a save against being dazzled.
I rolled a 12,
DC 12.
so I beat it.
Nice. You passed it.
Wow.
So as you step in, you do stumble a little bit because you weren't expecting all of that information to just hit you. And as you do, you step forward a little bit. Maybe your arm kind of reaches into where the projection of all the information is, and your foot hits against it. And when that happens, all the information that's in the thing right in front of you, the projector, just like stops.
Great.
Nothing happens yet. Does anybody else do anything?
Here's
Nico's
just-
kind of just peering around the corner, just kind of watching Rick's
Okay.
progress to the door, but he isn't going in yet.
So
Yeah.
the projection, you're saying there's like, talking about the map, there are 6 different beams of information.
Yeah.
And I walked into the first one because it's overlapping the first square, 5-foot square.
Yeah, and because you were trying to stealth, you didn't quite get it. I'm just rolling that into, yeah.
But that turned off as I touched it.
The light didn't turn off, but all the information there is constantly like moving and jumping and stuff, and as soon as you interrupted it, it all just it like froze.
So I'm just gonna like glance back at Dr. OK behind me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell him, be careful of this beam here. And then Rick is gonna slowly walk over to, along the wall
Okay.
to behind the podium.
So as you maybe you start moving right about there, right where you are now, it's at that point that as you get through, you can see that this creature, this gray, has a deep blue hue to their skin. They're wearing this faded green skin suit with gold adornments all along the sleeves and the legs. And you didn't hear it, but the podium, the screens moved, and now this creature is staring at you and looks like this. I just shared it, and I hope it shared.
All right.
So it's
he's
a
a
little
bluish
blue
gray with
alien.
the green skin suit, as you say. And his gun has like ice on the. It's like
Oh,
an
it
ice
does.
carbine or something.
Good eyes. He's a bluish
Eyes
gray.
frozen.
That's kind of fun because
Bluish gray.
His
that's the
right
type
hand
of
has like some energy in it as well. It looks like Iron Man's.
Yeah.
so he's probably got some kind
Might
of
be
he
spell
looks-
moving a little slow.
ready.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, he looks interesting.
He looks
Yeah.
menacing,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Here's what happens next. Dr. OK, you're standing in the doorway. Rick, you're standing right there. Nico, you're just visible. This creature is looking. Its face just looks blank. These black eyes just slowly move into somewhat concerned, somewhat angry. And Rick and I would say Dr. OK, in your heads, you feel this presence impress itself upon your brain as if making itself aware of you and then to you, kind of like a lighthouse that just stops rotating and the entire light is blaring right in your eyes like it found you. That's how you feel as this single, neutral, emotionless voice enters your mind, and you just hear resonating in your skull. Stop. I did not request any subjects. Why have you approached me?
Rick is kind of
It
just
is-
frozen. He doesn't know what to do or say. He's gonna like he's almost pretending like he can't be seen.
You're wasting my time. Answer me.
What is the purpose here?
What is the purpose here? How interesting that you subjects are
facility.
so... Did I say you could interrupt me?
These aliens are like the worst.
Well,
These Greys have a bit of a reputation.
Yeah. I'm not impressed with their personalities or what they do.
just interrupt.
They're jerks. But anyway, continue.
Dr. OK and Rick, probably actually Dr. OK and maybe Nico, because you can see this happening, Nico, but you
I can't hear what
he-
they're saying.
you can't hear it because it's all in their mind. Give me a wisdom check, Dr. OK and Nico.
Okay. 17.
17.
9.
9. Okay, Nico, you're the only person. Maybe it's still an after product of the way that you connected with the interface back in the previous central room.
Mm-hmm.
You start reviewing information. And Rick, I didn't have you make this roll because you weren't going through any of the information there. You were moving rubble. This word keeps coming up over and over in your head, Nico. And I'm going to tell you the word, and then we're going to go back to what happens next. This word, XTOMI. 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 It's like your brain is scanning files. You're like starting to pull disparate parts of your brain together, much like the information in this room. It's putting it together.
Okay, Xtiomi. All right.
And Rick and Dr. OK, you hear in your heads, my purpose here is of no concern to you, but knowing what I do here, that should be your only thought. Some say I am too connected to my work, but that is the only way to get outcomes that I deserve. Do you know what happens to corrupted data here?
It's extinguished, I'm sure.
Surgically removed. You are correct, subject. You are correct. Sometimes
So, what are your aims, then, good sir?
it is repurposed.
Given your close affiliation with your subjects, I imagine. I'm a doctor, as you quite guessed, I'm sure.
How peculiar you are, subject. How peculiar. Then you must know that bodies are corrupted by muscle memory, reflexes, flesh. The only way
to unleash your potential is to unleash your mind. And I've seen many minds. Some like yours. Some like his. You can tell that referring to Rick. I see all the data in here. No one, no mind is immune to fear or doubt.
Nico's going to look over at Dr. OK while he does this, and he's going to, with his eyes, gesture Dr. OK to go into the room. And then he'll look over at Hears, and with his gun and just kind of crouch down low, he's going to try to indicate to Hears, just with hand signals, just to kind of sneak in and see if we can't find a way to get around the gray.
Rick, make a perception check, and Dr. OK, do you move into the room?
Oh my god, I'm rolling terrible tonight. I got a 10 for perception. That's with a +6.
10. Okay. Maybe, Dr. OK, you just feel frozen where you are. Because the voice keeps going. The voice says,
It is irrelevant. Your pathetic existence. You're here. I shall find a use for you and your data. That is all that you are. Your permanent place here is with me.
and with that, Nico and Dr. OK, something about the light, almost like in your mind, the voice almost kind of gives you a nudge to look up. So even though you didn't quite see it at first, you realize that the red light of information that is above, that is projecting information down, you look up, and maybe you couldn't hear it before, but each light is coming out of a brain that is connected to the ceiling. It's as if the brain is like focusing information down into these projectors, sorting it, moving it around.
Like it's an organic brain?
Like an organic brain. They are all different. They're all different species.
Wow.
So I give you a choice. Either rest now.
Man, I'm having like deja vu.
Commit yourself to the repurposing, to becoming the data that you are. Or make your final lucid moments full of fear and doubt, and you don't want that. You are fatigued. Let someone else take care of your mind.
I prefer the
We can't hear any of this, right?
holistic approach. Thank you very much.
He's just kind of looking at everyone here, and he senses that something's going on, but he has no idea. So he just kind of holds his hand up, and then he starts to talk into everyone's minds, and he's like,
Hey guys, what's going on? Everyone's just standing around. What's happening?
Can we reply back to you with telepathy?
Yeah.
I have no idea what to make from this, and I'm stuck in this room unless.
Why you can't move?
Rick, he's like, well, no, I just
Are you
don't
saying
know.
this or thinking this?
no, he's saying this.
He's saying it and through telepathic, right?
Yeah, if you're speaking back to...
Yeah. So
The gray.
and he's just like, I just don't know what to do. And then, like, without having any kind of thought, Rick kind of just like reaches his hand out towards the next beam of information.
Could we do
But Dr. OK... Yeah.
Could I-
What did you say, Dr. OK? You said no, right?
that I wanted... I'm not sure what I'm saying no to. Being a part of some combining of
bullshit brain
genetic
experiments.
brain experiment.
Yes.
Say no.
Either don't...
You're saying no
The
to the
choice
dark
is
side.
to just submit now and just let yourself be repurposed and your brain be used for information, or
Okay.
or fight and realize that it's futile and be
Okay.
afraid at your non-existence that awaits you.
Apparently this grade knows
So-
nothing about this crew.
Can I do a bluff check and be like, yes. Oh, certainly.
Have you been watching the
fork
simulation?
over my brain to you.
Yeah, right.
That sounds amazing.
Well, we
Is
know
that-
he's
is
not
that-
the mastermind.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay, roll a bluff check, and what do you say?
Of course. That sounds fascinating. Where do we sign up?
Dr. OK, as you step into the room, give me a will save. And then
I was going to hit myself with a biohack, but maybe...
If you do it before you enter the room, that's fine. But when you step into the room, you got to roll a will save.
That's fine. Will save.
Here's, as soon as you say something, you said, right? Like you said, guys, what's going on? Right? Mm-hmm. As soon as you said that, you felt this light come on to you. This light in your brain. Dr. OK, what did you roll?
Rolled a 20.
Roll a 20. You're fine as well. You step in, but you've been looking at it long enough that your eyes have adjusted. Here's, you feel this light come on to you, and there's a voice in your head that says,
someone who can communicate like me. Your mind is exceptional.
Now it makes sense. What's up?
The others, your friends,
Yeah.
they are. Yes. What's
They're
up?
differently abled. Yeah. But you and I can talk. Bug to Gray. So what's going on here?
They have committed themselves to the repurposing. Do you?
Is that creepy brain thing where all the brains
I
are
just wish to
floating around?
inspect your medical wares, of course. Brain surgery is always an interest of mine.
You are mouthy subjects, but peculiar.
I have not said anything yet. And he just, his hands just kind of
Wait,
playing in
hold
the
on.
light.
I'm confused. I think this is all being said to Hears telepathically, correct, John?
yes. But then now it's being said to all three of you. As he says, you are mouthy subjects, because Dr. OK was thinking.
Okay.
You guys don't know who's thinking at what time. So Dr. OK was thinking, Hears was thinking. Rick, as soon as you as you stick your hand out, the information stops. The information in the other one kept going as soon as you moved out of it.
Come in.
This is to Hears.
Come in.
Wait, question. So the will save doesn't happen. Will save doesn't happen unless your body is in it or your brain is in it.
No, the will save happens when you step into the room. It doesn't have anything to do with the projection.
I thought it was because the light was hitting. Okay.
No.
Come into the room.
Briefly, pretty quick. Kiers is a computer specialist. He knows all about data structures, etc. So could he make out
is?
this stuff? Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, computers
I don't
is
think
his
that-
biggest thing.
One, you would need to come in the room to find
These
out.
are all computer nerds.
And two, I don't know that you would be able to, just from seeing information fly across the room, I don't know that you can put it together. Once your brain is part of the projector, absolutely, that's not a problem.
Once
but
I
until
give
then,
up my soul.
So where is this
Yeah.
gray in the
Machine.
room, by the way?
oh, apologies, I did not show you. In the center of the podium, may reveal.
Well, that's not. Not going to do that. So, not going in if that's going to happen.
So once the gray is no longer looking at Rick, he's focused on the others now, right?
He's still looking at you, but the mind is looking. It's looking at Dr. OK, then it's looking at Hears.
It's almost like Rick's disconnected. He's his hands in the light, and then he's gonna step into the light and kind of just look up at this brain. He's just almost in awe of what's going on.
Yes.
The mind, a slice of the light comes to you.
Yes. See, this will make the transfer much easier. Continue.
Were these brains willing subjects?
Some.
How
Are you
about
coming in?
no? Before we, maybe this is interesting, but I might be game. But I want to know those escape pods that you have here. We just came from a place like a ship. Do you know anything about that? Was that like a simulation, or were you in charge of that ship that we were on before we came here?
How interesting that your substandard minds are so easily ruled by this desire for questioning and survival. So peculiar.
You must be a great conversationalist.
It is
generally.
irrelevant why others have kept up and use your pathetic existence. Irrelevant. Are you coming in or not?
Rick's gonna roll perception to see if he can get a closer look at the podium. 17 this time.
Yeah, it looks like it's a circular metal disc at the bottom that looks like it could be on something that twists and moves, but the console itself is also connected to it, and it's projecting screens.
And can I
there.
see anything on those screens?
You can just see, like, it's almost like data is being pulled in from some of the projectors onto the screen, and it's like some of it is moving very quickly as if being reviewed and running programs. Some of it's just sitting there.
No clear indications, though. Well, I do speak Aklo. I do speak Aklo.
You do speak Aklo, but no clear. You can't quite make it out.
Is Aklo the language of the Greys?
It's the language, the most common language that you've seen spoken to you yet.
That wasn't my question, John. Anyways.
That is the answer that you're going to get.
It seems that you are willing, but maybe you need some more convincing.
What's on this far wall? Just out of curiosity.
That's where the double airlock door is.
Yeah.
You all sense this presence in your brain just grow malevolent.
Oh, fuck. We don't have time for this anymore.
Is that me too, John?
No, because you haven't said anything or done anything, and I'm presuming that you are not easily... because the hallway is not well lit at all. The light inside here is just shining out like a beam, and so if you're not in that beam, it's tough to see you, but here spoke. So it found here's, and now it's getting angry.
Okay, all right.
And they would like to attack.
Okay.
You need to roll for initiative.
Ah, damn it.
No! Ooh.
Natural
Initiative.
20.
Nice.
Natural 20. Let's go in order here. Hold on.
21.
I got to get my John up. Best initiative tracker on the planet. Anybody 20 or over? I know that was some person. That was one of you.
20, natural 20, 21 on the day.
20. Okay, 21 total?
21 total. Sorry. My initiative's +1.
You got a 21 on the die? Impressive.
No,
Dang.
20 on the die.
Dude, that's awesome that you got a 21 on the die. That is really impressive. What is your dexterity modifier? Well,
+1.
+1. Roll a d20.
You rolled a 20 for yours, too?
8.
16. Rough. Anybody 15 to 20?
18 for Rick.
18. Okay. Nico, and here's 10.
Oh, I'm rolling an initiative even though I was outside the room?
Yeah. You're still
Okay.
in combat order.
All right.
Still moving in the initiative order here.
Here's his 10.
Here's 10. Nico.
14.
14. Nice roll. Okay.
Hey, sorry, before this goes any further, I have a question. Like, what if the players are all like, yeah, totally, we'll do this? Is that just like the end of the game?
No, I mean, that's fine.
But would we just become brains on a wall or on a ceiling?
Yeah,
The creature got a little annoyed that you didn't come in.
He doesn't know how to talk to people. I gotta
He
say.
has no care for you at all, and he just wants your brain, and you did not comply.
Surprise.
Surprise. No, if you had said that you wanted to roll with it, Rick, then that's fine. Something still needs to happen in order for you guys to lose your heads.
but I just meant like, what if like the four of us are just like, oh yeah, no, I totally want to be a brain, and we go through that process, like.
That's fine. End of the adventure. End of book 2.
But will we
End
know
of
then,
Wilson.
John? Will we know because we're part of the machine?
Then, and only then might you know what's going on. Cool. So, Rick, the first thing that you notice as you're looking up at the brain, you're closest to the podium. You were looking at the podium in the center, and you see his hands reach over. And the door that you were looking at, Dr. OK, you see some like levers move of like as if it is now locked. As if something has done something to lock the door.
Which door?
The double airlock door across the room.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
The one on the
Yes.
side, okay.
He has. Yeah. He has done something to lock that.
And that is his
door.
turn. Moving forward.
No, that is his move action. Thanks. Appreciate that. Actually, he is going to look at Dr. OK, and as soon as like the screens move and now suddenly these black eyes are looking right at you, Dr. OK, and you feel like the full light his presence impressing itself on you, and you need to make a will save as you feel this presence like pushing on you, almost like pushing down on your body as if trying to keep you in place.
My God. 19.
19. Dang.
15 on the die, man.
Dude, that is awesome. As you feel that, something, I don't know what it is in your brain, but you're able to like push that off, and it was trying to cast Hold Person on you to keep you in place. This thing is not messing around, and it wants your brain. Dr. OK, it's your turn.
This thing means for blood. I don't know if I can get out of this without causing some harm. Well, okay.
Yeah. Destroy it.
Yeah.
That was an easy decision for you. Hate this guy.
That was an easy decision for you.
So, what are these red sphere things? Exactly.
Information.
That's the beams of
Information projector.
And above them are the brains.
But, like, I can't pass through it.
No, because it's like there is something in the bottom that's like helping to project and kind of contain stuff.
Got it.
But like for mechanic purposes, you can't walk through it, but you can walk around it. You can walk around that screen.
Okay. Could I do this?
He just walked along the wall.
And well, for the listeners, you should also tell me what it is that you're doing.
Yeah, so I just want to... So I had entered the room and gone close to the far wall. But
opposite the door.
Yeah, opposite the door. And so I moved around 20 feet close to the console. I suppose like there's some sort of cover situation, perhaps.
Yeah, if you're like where the console does provide cover to the gray.
Got it, but not to me.
Yep. So what are you going to do?
Can I continue moving? Like, where does... Can I actually... I'll do, like, an engineering check on this console. Perhaps.
Okay.
Or, like, computers check. Can I do that?
Yeah.
From here?
Roll a computer check. Yeah, that's fine.
14.
14. You are very... I'll tell you pretty much everything. You're really close. You're pretty sure this is, like, some sort of a data foundry where all these like metrics and logarithms are used to help like analyze the data, and it's clear that this podium is some sort of center place where a lot of things come in / it controls stuff. Data or calculations can be sent out into any of these holographic displays. So what you're seeing are calculations being run and test results being looked at, and then they're being ported back into the center podium. What if you were to roll a little higher next turn, or to put some more time into it, maybe you can intuit how this connects to the rest of the rooms that you've seen so far. But that's what you can find out right now.
Got it. And there's no way I can like take cover behind this console.
If you wanted to take cover behind the console, that would provide cover. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you're technically... You can't move into a space where the console is. So Rick could move into the spaces right behind it, right? But as I said, Rick, you notice that this thing is on some sort of, platform that can spin. So you could be in a position where if you're standing in one of those 4 squares, it could move into that square.
You're saying when he moves, the platform moves with him?
He can possibly move the platform itself. The platform can rotate. Dr. K, what are you thinking about doing? You moved, 20 feet?
No, I think it was 15.
15? Okay.
I'm thinking my turn's done. I'll just try and take cover.
Okay, so you're standing behind the thing. I mean, you can also delay or ready an action too, if you want.
Yeah, I'll ready my Costajet.
Ready your Costajet. Okay. Costajet is readied. Costajet Liquidator is readied. Can
I just keep if there's a shot, if this platform moves, shoot?
Yeah, so you're basically saying if the platform moves away and you have a direct line to the creature, you want to take your turn and shoot. Yeah?
Yeah. As long as it's not... Are we in melee range then?
I don't think that you're in melee range where you are now, because you would... What I'm picturing it is that the console is right at the center, at the intersection of these 4 squares, but you can still stand like if you were standing in one of the 4 squares, you would be within melee range. So you're not currently. No.
Got it.
Yeah. It is Nico's turn. What do you want to do? You're standing outside the room.
Nico's going to try and sneak in the room and is going to try to use stealth.
That might be hard, but since the creature has not seen you at all, I'm going to give that to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 27 on the roll.
That is a 27 on the roll. That is an incredible roll. I'm going to roll and see. Yeah, you do seem to move in. It doesn't seem to notice you, or at least the lighthouse has not made itself known to you upon your brain. Where do you move into? And also, you need to roll a will save as you step in.
What? My will save doesn't count from the previous one? Or no, that was a different thing, right?
You didn't roll a will save because you didn't go in the room.
Okay. 11.
11. As you step in, where are you stepping to?
So I've snuck into the room, and I've gone maybe 2, 3, 4. I've gone 20 feet to the back right portion of the room with the door on the north side of the room.
Okay. As you step in, you do blink your eyes and you are able to make it across the room, but because of the overstimulation of all that information, you are dazzled and you take a -1 penalty to attack rolls and to perception checks. And let's see, it lasts for, I'm just going to say it lasts for 1 round. So for until like your next turn, you're going to take a -1 to all of your attacks into perception checks.
All right.
Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
No. I'm still hidden to the creature.
Right. The creature is not aware of your presence at the moment. Rick 19, what would you like to do? You're standing in front of this creature, directly in its targets.
Isn't it my turn?
Didn't you roll a 10? Okay.
Oh, I thought that I was after Nick. My bad. I misremembered.
I have Rick 19 out of 12, and here you're at 10.
No, I said 18. How'd you get 12?
You were at 18?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then you were supposed to go before
14 plus 4.
Before Nico. My apologies.
I almost said something, but I just kept it to
Why
myself.
did you say something? Say it. Go ahead.
I thought maybe I just misheard things. I don't
No,
know.
it's okay.
Apparently
You
you misheard things.
It sounds like I did. My apologies. Go.
Okay. Well, so this thing's on a platform, right?
Yeah, the platform is maybe a couple inches off the ground, but it does seem like, it's there.
Okay, there is a skill called... Not a skill. What is it called? A combat maneuver. A combat maneuver
Combat maneuvers.
called reposition.
Reposition. Okay.
Yes, and it says that you can change a target's position to a different location, still within your reach and within 5 feet of the original placement. You can move your target an additional 5 feet for every 5 over your KAC plus 8.
Okay.
It's a standard action. Okay, so I can... Rick is he's gonna drop his artillery laser.
Okay.
He's gonna step 5 feet forward.
Okay.
And since this alien thing is focused on Dr. OK, he's just going to kind of grab it by the shoulders and try to move it off the platform.
Try to pull it off the platform. Okay,
Yes.
so you step up within there. You reach up. It's going to be a couple things. You want to roll the KAC plus 8, right? To see if you, do it?
Yes.
Is it my KAC plus 8, right?
It's your KAC plus 8. Yeah.
Okay. Give me your roll.
I get it's a melee or combat maneuver, so I get a plus 4 to that because it comes from, I think, strength or something. Acrobatics. Oh, my dex probably goes into it. Okay. Come on, roll high. 9. That did not work. 9 plus 4 is a 13.
Yeah, no, you are well off. As soon as you step in, it doesn't even try and move. It just
grabs your shoulders.
Well, you just step in, but maybe you misjudge it and you reach out and it doesn't even move because it knows that you are not a threat as you reach in to grab it. So that was your move.
That's
and
my whole turn. Whole
Rough.
stinking turn.
Rough. Well, you are now at 18. What do you want to do on your turn?
I was trying to look it up, but if I do a skill check, does that take away? I can't do a full action after I do a skill check, or can I do a skill check and a full action at the same time?
we've talked about this. I think it depends on what the skill is.
Life
right?
science.
Life science. I'd say that you can do a life science. That's fine.
All right, so here's does life science, and it's a 29. He just wants to detect any weaknesses in this gray.
Weaknesses in the gray. Let's see. Does it have any like weaknesses where, you know, it's like certainly like it takes double damage to a certain type of damage? I will tell you one thing that it's important to know are that you realize maybe as it was moving, you're not in the room per se, but you can see a little bit. It seems like the creature can phase out of the like material plane if it wants to, and then phase back in.
Okay,
and so
I
what
bet
that
this
looks
thing
like,
can teleport outside of here and lock us in and open that airlock.
well, it can't teleport. What it can do is phase. So what that means is that you guys are going to have a mischance on any attacks or effects that target it directly. So if you were able to grab it, Rick 19, if you were able to grab him, there is a chance that he might have phased out and you would not be able to grab it. You mechanically, this does look like it's a 20% mischance on attacks and effects, and half damage from area effects. But if it's a force effect, right, like if it were like a kinetic force or something like that, that functions totally normally, right? And it does seem like it can move through things if it wants to. So that's what you get with your 29, which, again, this is you having heard of Greys like from legend.
Right.
And now you've only seen dead Greys, and you know that they're cruel and you've seen their handiwork, but now you are in combat with one who literally just wanted to steal your brain. So you're just putting things together. You're like, holy shit, there's a lot here.
Okay, got it. All right, here's tells the group this, and he's like,
So I kind of noticed that this thing can phase in and out or something. I don't know, but you might have trouble hitting him. Heads up.
and then he rolls. He takes full action for a magic missile. Yeah, full magic missile. All right, so
No
3,
nerf.
4 plus 3.
Full action for magic missile.
Yes.
Dang.
So that's 3
Hell yeah.
d4 plus 3.
Is magic missile a force effect?
I don't know. Yeah, it is actually. So there's no disadvantage, right?
Nope. That
Fuck.
totally goes through.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay.
Unless it's a force effect.
He amended his previous comment to the group.
Guys,
And he
sorry.
he rolled a 12. Damage.
You hear the voice come into your brain, be like,
I'm a fan of footnotes.
Nice.
how much damage?
12 damage.
12 damage. Wow. As these things careen in and probably move right past Rook 19. And yeah, they hit this gray, and you see his bluish skin starts to turn black and charred, where on this very small skinny chest, it just totally covered the chest with marks. That was some good damage. Nice. With that, it is the top of round 2. Rick, standing right in front of this gray, and this gray has just been hit. You feel its presence turn towards you and just lay into this voice with all these layers, just saying you are outside your proper parameters, subject. And it you see the same hand that locked the door, press something else, and you need to roll a reflex save as the console begins to just rotate and move over into your space, trying to knock you over.
That's a 9.
That is a 9. Oh, it was DC 10. As just you were not expecting it, this console swings out. And Dr. K, I think it's still in front of it, so I'm going to say there was still cover there, unless it moved all the way, or else your ready to action would be triggered. Yeah?
Fair.
Is that
You're saying that
right with
this
you?
rotated 45?
It rotated. It was facing the southern wall. It takes up 2 squares. It's a semicircle.
Yes.
It rotated 90 degrees to hit Rick 19.
Well then,
Because I would say that it still has cover. Here,
step
real
out
quick.
here, and then
Okay.
fire.
Before we get to your turn, real quick, Rick 19, this thing swings around and hits you, and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone.
What?
Yeah, you are knocked prone, and I kind of want to. There's no ruling on where you go, but the console is now like in your square, and I don't know that you would be there, so I kind of want to roll a d6 and see which square you get pushed into.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2 to the left, 3, 4 diagonally away from you, 5, 6 right behind you. That's a 6. So you get pushed back 5 feet and you fall prone into the square that you were in before. As this console hits you, dealing 2 points of damage, and that was just its move action. As you fall to the ground, it is going to, let's see. What does it want to do? Dr. K, you are behind the console, right? You didn't move
this
quite
moment,
yet.
I'm right here.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think what it's going to do is it's going to reach down, and Dr. OK, you see it reaches underneath the console, and then it pulls out the gun that you guys saw it holding. This gun with like this rifle with like this frosty stuff at the end of it. And that is its turn. And it is now Dr. Ok's turn.
Well then,
what are you thinking?
I guess I'm going to try and walk up. I have my syringe spear also equipped. And I'm just going to try and pop him one with my last remaining biohack, but I'm going to combine it with my spark of ingenuity.
Nice. Okay, so what does that do?
Allows me to combine the effects of 2 biohacks into 1.
Damn. Okay.
I think I want to deliver. So this phasing, what would you call it? It's like
it's it's called phase. The ability is called phase.
Is it a damage resistance?
No, it's not a damage resistance.
It's like a concealment.
It's a mischance. Yeah, there's a chance with any attack or effect might just go through it.
Okay. So I'm gonna, I'm betting all I got because it's my last one. So,
okay.
I'm gonna combine the basic inhibitor and give a -2 to AC.
Okay.
As well as a. Do I go for the pharmacological one, or do I go through just the minor? I think the minor is worse. I'm gonna go with the
intense.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the minor inhibitor and the basic inhibitor. So it's basically
-2 to AC.
-2 to AC, and then a -1 penalty to attack rolls for 7 rounds.
For 7 rounds. Okay, give me that roll.
Nice.
Yeah, that is good. If this hits, if this hits, this is gonna help you guys out.
Natural effing 20.
Yeah. Get out of here. Gross. All right. So that you also need to go ahead and roll a D100 and get above a 20.
The odds are in your favor.
The odds are in your favor. Could this help?
You said above a 20?
Get above a 20.
87.
What'd you roll? 87.
Good.
You're good to go.
There we go.
That Costajet goes through and
this
hits.
was from the tactical syringe spear.
That's fine. Goes through the syringe spear.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so make a fortitude save.
Make a fortitude save. Don't you ever ask me to do that again. That is going to be a 19.
That passes,
yeah.
But you're still entangled.
Encumbered. Encumbered. -5 penalties to strength and dex. This thing's super buff, so it's really gonna rough it. Encumbered here. Dang, so it like moves through, it probably courses through whatever veins this gray has and starts to slow it down as you see some of the movement. Slow it down. I like it. And then there was damage, right? From a crit? Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. That's super good because that's 11.
11 points of damage. Wow.
What? Yes.
Damn. Nicely done. Okay. So it comes through it. Like, you probably see these veins that you couldn't see before because the skin on this thing is like, so it's kind of like my jacket right now. It's just very smooth. It's unblemished. You can't see any musculature. And then as it goes through, you can see this serum starting to run through the veins of the creature. That is a bad ass move. You want to do anything else with your move?
I guess I would do that computers check again if I can.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
I imagine that I just like catch the gray with like the tip of the spear under the chin real quick.
Yeah.
And just get him cold, and then I like glance over at the computers.
The screens. What do you roll?
26.
26. Yeah, well done. It seems like you probably put together that from what he was saying and from the information that you found in the other room, that the results of the room that you were in with the troll polyp and the other rooms that are here that you've seen those tests, all those tests are coming into this room. That's where it seems like all the data is feeding into. Rick 19, it is your turn. Did you move yourself back 5 feet? My roll 20 didn't update.
Oh, you pushed me back? I think you just said I was prone.
You're prone and you're pushed back 5 feet because you're in the same square as the console.
Which direction did you say?
Right back towards the north wall. So you walked forward, you moved right back, you pushed back into the square that you're in.
That's rude.
That's what happens.
Well, okay, so the gray is actually like in the middle.
It's at the intersection on this podium. Yeah.
So how does that work with like range?
You're right now, if you were to shoot a range thing right now, I mean, it's still, I'm going to say it's like 5 feet away from you.
Okay.
Yeah. And it would have cover from this console.
Well, then from prone. Oh, he's got cover though, right? Is that partial cover?
He's got cover. From where you are, and especially being prone, I'm going to say it's full cover.
But, okay, I'm prone, but I can move while prone, right?
I think so. Let's look it up.
And
I think you can only move like 5 feet while you're prone.
Well, as long as I can move, I can also draw a weapon because it's my bonus moves, right?
-4 penalty to melee rolls, +4 to armor class against ranged attacks, but -4 penalty against melee attacks.
That's awesome. It doesn't say anything about moving.
I feel like you can't move your full speed though because you're prone. But to stand up from prone is a move action, I think.
I know. So here's the issue: is if I stand up, I drop my weapon. So if I stand up, I can't attack. But wait. Dang it, man! You put me in a weird predicament.
Dude, this is all. That's this guy's jam.
Combat.
Welcome to combat with the gray.
When I was trying to get creative with combat.
Weird predicament time over and over.
So if I can move, I'm also allowed to draw a weapon because I have a bonus of +1. Right?
Okay.
So Rick is gonna crawl
5 feet.
Just 5. You're limiting me to 5 feet, or is it like?
I feel like maybe in 6 seconds. How far can you crawl?
My son can crawl across the house in 6 seconds.
So 15 feet, half your speed.
100 feet. I don't know. Like I'm telling you, my son can go from the living room to the kitchen in like 2 seconds.
Is your son an android?
Is your son a gray? Is that what you're saying?
No, and technically crawling is like his most proficient form of movement. So I don't know.
He took the crawler class. Okay.
Yeah. He can phase in and out of the kitchen counter.
He can phase. Yeah, that's how.
We put locks on it, so he can't do that. Okay, so Rick is gonna move. He's gonna crawl 5 feet, and that gives him a clear shot of the gray. Then, right?
Yeah.
So as he crawls, he's gonna yank over his giant laser rifle.
Okay. I can see yourself pushing yourself with your feet.
Yeah, with this giant laser cannon on his shoulder from a prone position. He's gonna like lay sideways and like put his head on it like a pillow.
Yeah,
and shoot this gray with his gun.
Okay, give me a shot.
Bam! So that's a +8 to hit because I don't lose for ranged attacks. You don't lose anything while prone.
Ridiculous.
Makes
because that's like sniper.
sense.
But damn it! 13. I'm gonna throw this dice away.
13.
He's got a minus. Remember, he's got a
I thought that he passed
minus
the
2
fortitude
penalty
save.
to
So
his AC. No, he always
thought-
has
I-
a.
-5
No.
dex too.
That was only the fortitude save was only for the encumbered condition, but he still has the
oh, you said that he was
basic
encumbered.
inhibitor.
So he's not encumbered, but he does have the -2 to AC because he passed the fortitude save. And so what did him passing the fortitude save him from? Being encumbered?
The entangled condition.
Oh, being entangled. So he does have the -2. So he's slow to move out of the way as that shot hits him, Rick.
Oh yes,
It hits him.
It hits.
Okay, sorry, and I just
With the
found
-2, you hit.
under move actions. It does say you can crawl 5 feet as a move action,
Okay, so 5 feet. So that's so. Yeah.
but it doesn't say anything about me drawing my weapon. So I'm drawing my weapon. Anyways,
So actually, to be fair, let's
what?
play that
What?
back.
What?
You can crawl 5 feet as a move action. If you want
And-
to, if you want to draw your weapon. Oh, but
As
you
a
have
part of
+1.
a move magic, I can draw a weapon. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
John, he
okay.
took the Grayson feat last level. He can crawl 100
That's
feet.
right. That's right. He's got the Grayson feat. He's killing it.
Grayson feet. Okay, so that is now I gotta look at weapons. That's a D10.
Damn.
This is my
No,
D10.
I just remembered
What?
something.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so he does have a -2 penalty, but he's not. We're gonna have to retcon this.
Okay.
I think earlier I said only the minor inhibitor and the basic inhibitor, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So that doesn't trigger the. It's just a -2 penalty to your AC, plus a -1 on attack rolls.
We just need the -2, man. That's all I need
Yeah.
to hit him.
So there is a -2, not encumbered, -1 to attack rolls.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Perfect. Okay, so I roll my D10.
Okay.
7 points plus. I think it's 3.
So 10
it's
points of damage.
10 points of damage.
Woo, this thing
Laying
looks
prone.
dang. This thing looks like it is not in great shape. Poof, as you hit it. Wow. Well done.
That turned out a lot better than I thought. I thought I wouldn't be able to do anything.
I thought you wouldn't be able to do anything either, but I think you did it right. I think you technically
I
did it
hope
right.
so. If I did it wrong,
Nico, what are you
tweet at
thinking?
me.
It's your turn.
Wait,
Hit.
isn't it here's his turn?
No, it's your turn.
No, it's your turn. You've
It's
got
mine?
14.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. So Nico is going to sneak over again behind. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Where to?
6. He's going to go here to just over behind Dr. OK.
Okay, so he's going to step over behind Dr.
Well,
Okay.
he's going to sneak over there, so I got to roll a stealth roll. So that's a 23 on the roll there.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say that as soon as you move in to where he is in that line of sight, I feel like he's going to notice you because you're standing right behind Dr. Okay. I feel like there's not a way to stealth right where you are now and not because he's like looking at Rick and Dr. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's so you are now in his radar.
All right.
Yep. And so you moved over there. What else do you want to do on your turn?
He's just gonna pull out his pistol
Okay.
and he's gonna point it at the alien.
Okay.
That's it. No attack.
No attack. Okay. Come over, point out the pistol. What are you doing out in the hallway? You guys are starting to surround this gray.
Yeah, good. Here's just gonna hit him with a magic missile again. He wants to end this. So full action. And I'll roll again.
Okay. Roll again.
Let's do it. 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
missiles
It
come.
hits it in the back. It looks like it is very close to death.
Good.
Charred on the back, charred on the front, shoulders been hit from Rick. -2, moving a little slowly. Feeling woozy. And it is the top. Do you want to do anything else with your turn here?
No.
Okay. It's the top of round 3. All of you, especially you now, Nico, now that you are in its awareness, you all feel this like scream where it's like, succumb to my will, like resonating in your brain. Dr. Okay, give me a reflex save as this console comes swerving back to hit you.
Natural 1.
Natural 1 as maybe you were like focused on Nico or this voice in your head, and this thing comes around and hits you for 3 points of damage. You are knocked prone, and I'm going to roll the same 1, 2, 3 to see where you go. Probably into one of the 3 squares by you. I'll say like either like the one directly to your left is 1, 2, corner is 3, 4, towards Rick is going to be 5, 6. That is a 5, so you get pushed 5 feet towards towards Rick. And as you do, this hand comes down. You are prone. This hand comes down. That glowing hand that you see comes down to attack you. Because you are prone, you're going to have a -4 to your AC from this attack, from this melee attack.
This is with their -1.
With a -1, which is good because I rolled a crit. So it is now a 19 and not a crit. So well done. I'm going to assume that hits your AC. That was a 25 total to hit. And that is going to be...
Wait, if you rolled a 20, you rolled 20?
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
Isn't that a hit no matter what?
Yeah, but then with the -1, I'm wondering... So then it would just be a hit, but then it...
Yeah.
Or is a crit a crit?
I don't know.
I thought a crit was a crit regardless of the minus.
Okay.
Sorry, Will.
Well, whatever. I guess I'm dead.
I mean, guess I'm dead. I think you're at full health,
hit
so it's
3
fine.
with the
Critical hits, page 245.
with
I was
the
one page in
console,
front.
right? That was 3 points.
That was 3 points of damage. Yeah.
Okay.
You hit regardless of your target's AC.
How many points
Does
of
the same
damage
thing.
does it do?
Well, I'm
Your
trying to see
melee?
whether it's a crit or not.
It says when you make a roll and you get a natural 20,
I think it probably is.
It has to clarify. The D20 comes up 20. You hit regardless of the target's AC. If the total result of your attack roll meets or exceeds the target's EAC or KAC,
So it
as
hits.
appropriate. You've also scored a critical hit.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a critical hit, which is fantastic. And I totally picture it, Doctor. Okay, you were like moving in, you're like confident, you're sure, and then you just were not expecting the console to hit you. And as it hits you, it comes through and knocks you prone. This like Iron Man glowing gloved hand comes down and just touches onto your slug Osharu chest, and you take 9 points of damage, and you are staggered as you feel this like this electricity course through the water that is in your body.
Ugh.
I don't know what percentage water Osharus are.
Like 99.9999.
99. So I love when the dice work out. It makes sense that it crits you because it's electricity coursing through your body and you are staggered. So you can take a single move action or a standard action each round, but not both, and can't take full actions. You can still take swift actions.
That's fine.
Will
So
will this creature be alive? I don't know.
For future reference, like
so
this is talking about critical hits is
How do I add conditions?
if on a critical hit, if you hit a rolled natural 20, but you are below the AC of the target, which is probably not going to happen for several levels because we're still pretty low.
Yeah.
But if it's below the AC, if your total hit is below AC, so like if his AC was 20, then your critical hit would have just been a normal attack.
Got it.
But so it was a critical attack.
Got
That's
it.
all I'm saying.
Okay. Got it. Makes sense. That was its turn. Dr. K, it's your turn. You're prone on the ground, staggered. What do you do?
I'm going to... I can only move away, I suppose, and I can't
You can only
do
move
it.
or attack.
Yeah. I suppose I can only take a guarded step, too, right? Because otherwise I get an
That's true.
attack of opportunity.
That's
Or I
true.
Give an AOO.
Yep.
So I'm going to
The
just
old
take
AOO trick.
guarded step, and as a free action be like, oh, I'm not feeling so hot, guys. And then can I do a swift action?
You can take swift actions, but you can't take reactions, is my understanding of staggered. What is
But
your
I
swift
can
action?
do a swift action.
You can do a swift action. So move action and swift action.
I'm going to slime a square. That took a lot out of me, guys. I don't feel so hot. And then,
Understandable.
so I can hit up to 4. I just rolled a 1d4. I'm using the slime Osharu granted option from the
Love it.
Alien Archive 2. As a swift action, an Osharu can excrete slime into an empty adjacent square,
Ooh.
causing that
it has
square
to
to
be
become
empty.
difficult terrain. So
Ooh.
that's what I'm going to
Which-
do too.
Which square? The square that you were in?
That I was in. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Love it. Love it. Okay. So you shoot some slime into this difficult terrain. It is Rick 19's turn. What are you doing?
Oh, Rick's still laying on the floor.
Rick's still laying on the floor.
This beam of information is hitting him. But he's got a clear shot, so he is debating whether or not he should just go full action and shoot twice. So I have a +8 on my attack, but it's a -4 to do a full action
Yep.
double shot.
Yep.
But if I fire twice, I get a +4 for each.
What?
Oh no, it's a minus. Oh, I see how it's written out. Hero Lab. So it's a -4 to my +8, so I get a +4 still.
Got it.
pretty
Yep.
good.
Makes sense. So 2 attacks at +4 is what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do it.
Why not?
First, so he's just laying on the ground.
Yep.
First shot is an 18 +4.
Yeah, that hits.
22.
Roll a d100.
Oh, I didn't do D100s. I didn't do a D100 last time.
I thought you did.
I did not.
Oh, this is important. We should.
I did roll D100 before when Kelly was talking about it or somebody else was talking about it. I got a 96, so we'll just use that and call it good. Okay, thanks.
What?
That was a 76.
That's fine. Okay. So 76. Yep.
Do you want me to roll another one for last time?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, so the last time was it's 100.
Okay.
So 76 and 100. So I hit both times.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And I'm actually cheating. I'm using the digital because I didn't want to have to do the battle of what a D100 actually is on here.
It's so fun. It's my favorite set of rolling.
We'll talk about that offline then. That's my D10. It's a 5 plus 3 is 8.
8 points of damage. Had 8 HP left.
Oh, I wasted my turn then. I could have just done it one shot. Rick shoots again.
As it falls back. It falls back, head hits the console, and as it happens, I would say Nico and Dr. OK,
Oh, goodness.
you see this gray matter like explode from the back of its head onto the console, and as it does, each of the consoles go and so all 4 consoles like power down, and the back of this thing's head explodes from, again, some sort of cortex thing in its head. And
so Rick didn't kill it. It died some other way. I'm just gonna point that out.
no, you killed it. You killed it.
No.
Yes.
No. I shot him.
You brought
and he
it to
fell,
0
and then his
hit
head
points.
Rick is a
exploded.
murderer.
No.
What are you trying to do? Were you trying to...
Rick, it fell. You killed it, and when it reached 0 hit points, the back of the head exploded.
Rick is like, I'm not a murderer, but I swear, I only shot the second time after he was already dead to like kill him.
I only shot twice.
You were like,
I didn't even shoot the second time.
It's okay.
shoot again.
Yeah, it's okay. And
We're putting
with
up an
that,
apple now.
that's our game.
All right.
Good job, guys.
Now Rick just feels bad. He's looking at the gun in his hand, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
I like how we argued about whether you were a murder bot at the very end, and we didn't just end it right away.
Great game, everybody.
What an episode. Okay, so now we have a better idea of what's going on around here. These aliens, these greys, they've abducted us and they want to use our brains to make supercomputers. That's crazy. But I think we have a good chance of getting out of this because that alien went down pretty easy. And now I just want to reiterate, Rick's not a murder bot. Like, he did take that last shot, but he did it in self-defense or defense of others. And then that Gray's brain exploded, just like the other 3 that we found. So these things are rigged to blow if they get caught. And I'm sure that's not the weirdest thing we're going to see. So I hope you like what you're hearing, and I hope you stick around. But I do have one request from you. Go on to Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcast from and give us a rating. You know, put that 5 stars up there and tell the world how great we are. And also, you know, tell your friends and just spread the word if you enjoy listening to us. I'm sure you do if you've gotten this far. Thanks for listening. We really do appreciate, you know, having a fan base out there that loves what we do, because we love doing it. We'll see you next week. Kevin?